If you need a confidence boost for 820, just remember. Sure, it's only been 90 minutes, but 15th place out of what? I mean, how many people we got? 75? Dude. It's top 20%. Run the numbers. Top 20%. A20. Coincidence? Maybe. That's a heck of a rare relic. That's a doozy. Honestly, what about left path with the option to pivot to this question mark? Like, we'll go yoink, and we can always use winged boots to put ourselves on a better path. The thing is, like, I trust the devs. You want to leave, Ruka? You may go. I trust the devs. If winged boots is a rare relic, surely they've got data. They seem like data-driven folks. Surely it correlates positively with victory. Maybe we're just too dumb to use it. Take a shrug early. Always gotta try. Yo, whenever you enter a question mark, gain 50 gold. Thanks for the gold. That is... I mean, when you look at that guy's face, I don't want to be negative. Does that strike you as a good face right off the bat? It scared the crap out of me. We could take 4 damage, or we could take 8 damage with an enemy killed. I think we have an obligation to ourselves and to the realm to get something like this going ASAP. This guy's gonna mill me, but he's just gonna mill me bit by bit, you know? He's doing 8, 12 damage a turn. Who cares? Who cares? We got him next turn. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, etc., etc. Entropic Brew is awesome. We need some attacks. And the Thunderclap is pretty good for the vulnerability in the AoE. Heavy Blade is sadly kind of useless right off the bat. Thanks for the 50 gold. Okay, early on. Reaper, dude. Reaper's great. Can be great, at least. Combust is also amazing at crushing AoE, but a little dangerous. I think I'll take a Reaper, and you know what? I will take a Pommel just to shore up the early deck a little bit. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. That's rude. What you just did to me was very rude. I'll rest. Hey, we got some relics here. Unsullied relics at that. You gonna thunderclap them? I got a level with you. I think I kind of just like the idea of healing for 12 right off the gate. Yes, technically we're only healing for 2 because we're about to get hit. But without strength gain, I think that's just about the best use case for Reaper. Just want to simplify the mathematics here. Straight up, I know this will not kill you. However, you'll be killable next turn. We may not use our winged boots to get back on the path. The more aggressive path that I had mentioned. We might use our winged boots as like an emergency, like... Man, you're so close to death, but not quite dead. As an emergency, like, get out of jail free card. Like, oh, we have to fight an elite. Now we bounce, because it turns out that elite is quite angry. He's unhappy with us. For now, I'm digging the setup we got here. So, that was my garbage can. Acting weird. We got a good, like, the gold potential is out of control. We still need some better attacks. We obviously need some growth over the course of the run, some sort of sustain. I mean, double tap. Double tap Reaper, double tap Bash, double tap Pommel. We got a lot of good options there. Let's smith early. And, I mean, I still think Bash is your best upgrade, even over double tap when you have 3 energy. I could be wrong, and it might depend on your deck construction. You know what? I'm going to pivot. But I'm going to pivot to here to fight this elite. So I'm going to do one more rest. Because we got the elite preserved insect. Thank you for not drawing bash. I guess we should have double tapped for damage, but I didn't want to draw bash and be unable to play it. It's my 2 cents. Because we got preserved insect, it seems apropos, in my opinion. 15. I think we have to do it like this, which isn't going to do anything. We might as well extend the vulnerability then. I think it's apropos for us to fight more bosses, basically. Reaper will hit you for 6, then Pommel will kill you. Yo, that's not bad. Whirlwind, I think, we definitely want for AoE purposes. Alright, he's just a little dude from a poor family. Spared in his life from his monstrosity. We're looking for a bash. We didn't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get it. I wanted bash. Without bash, it's okay. I think we may just Thunderclap Reaper, though. Let's see. Thunderclap Reaper is 10 damage and healing for 6. Thunderclap Whirlwind is 18 damage with no heal. 18 damage puts you on 48. Let's not be dumb. Let's go for the... And actually, the best damage dealer then would be that, but... the best thing that we could do is kill this guy as soon as possible, obviously. So, I will accept that you're going to get a little stronger here. It's okay, we only need to do 18 damage to you. We need to draw an attack on top of that one. Sure, problem solved. We might as well try to draw a Reaper. No longer. Very good fight. Magic Flower is a beautiful option. I don't think we need any of these. We already have good vulnerability enablers. Thanks for the gold. Dude, thanks for Blood Vial. I will transform a card. Let's get a basic strike out of our deck. Became another Thunderclap. Does not bother me at all. And then, let's upgrade the double tap. Okay. So we've added almost no defense to this deck. It's really, like, pretty much just a war of attrition right now. I don't see a great reason not to get Reaper out of our deck ASAP. It's not going to be a great attack for us long term. 24 damage. I think you take 24 damage right to the dome, and you start getting that vulnerability out there. I'll tell you, this is our deck. And what I wouldn't give for some higher damage attacks, but this is where we are. So I think you definitely double tap your vulnerability and put up some form of block. We have no dominant attack. That's obviously like our big problem right now. Bash is our best damage dealer, so we're double tapping it, not even for the vulnerability anymore. If anything, double tap Whirlwind would be good. I'm skeptical we can survive now, though. In fact, I don't think there's a chance we survive, which is really sad because our relic setup is beautiful. We're not even close, to be honest. You're doing 36 damage. We're dead? That's it's my bad. We didn't really build ourselves in a good way to fight the boss. We had a lot of AoE, but not a whole heck of a lot of you know, basically single target damage. That one's a bummer because we had great healing relics and synergies, but give me a card. Now, I like a lot of this. I think Inflame is probably the best, though. Even if it's a little scary to play early. So let's not throw. That's a 1 elite path. I like this path because we can... If things are amazing here, we'll be like, okay, let's mainline some elites. If things are garbage, we can go here and be like, if it's good, fight the elite. If it's bad, go to the campfires. We'll either get some relics or we'll get like a good, a thicker deck. By thicker, I don't mean more cards. I mean better cards. So I'm learning my lesson. Hey, don't play the bash in that situation. It's going to cost you HP. HP is more precious than I've been letting on. I've been using the Magic the Gathering parlance. The only HP that matters is the last one. Maybe not in Slay the Spire as much. I think a heavy blade, you know, now that we have some strength gain, is pretty good. Let's, and people are not necessarily huge fans of when I do that early, but it feels right to me. Let's go a little risky. That's fine. Fine by me, anyway. So now, we take 1 damage. Not that big of a deal. Heavy Blade could, and in fact will, 1-hit KO. We take 1 damage again. Could draw Heavy Blade on the next turn. Didn't. Still gonna do some damage. Now any attack will kill you. Including Heavy Blade. Okay. Dude, I think we can... It's tough, though. It's tough. I think I want to upgrade some stuff. Basically, 20 gold for a potion and not taking damage. So, right off the bat, this Heavy Blade, it needs it. It's calling out for it. That elite is still on the list. Now, what elite do we not want to fight? I think we might just want to defend Heavy Blade. Kill you next turn, hopefully. Kill you next turn, hopefully. We don't want to fight the AoE elite. The single target elites are not that bad. I think a battle trance to get to the stuff we want is pretty important. So we'll go for... I still think the vulnerability is really critical. I almost feel like as the Ironclad, it's better to have... It's better to have upgraded cards early. AoE, please. Than it is to have relics. But I might be like grossly incorrect in that assessment, so don't quote me, please. We know we're very likely to draw a Heavy Blade. We're 2 strength up already. I would like to get you to 12 HP so a bash could kill you. If I hit you for 16, you'll be at 5, which is obviously... It's way lower than you have to be. What would... You do 14. You'll do 24. So you're lethal with a Heavy Blade right now. I think we actually go for the full block. Which means we're basically... guaranteed to take damage on this turn. So you're lethaled with a Heavy Blade next turn. So honestly, go ahead, take 4 damage. We got the strength permanently upgraded. It's a bummer, but that's why, you know, I mean, it's a game where principal concern is smoothing out the randomness, but the variance is still inherent, you know? 11, just thinking like, basically, how many strikes do we have in here? We have 1 strike, a bash, and a battle trance. I'm gonna hit you. I know it seems foolish, but I'm just trying to make sure we're not overkilling an enemy for no reason. This is fine. Draw, I was just gonna say, a basic is I think where we want to be. Unfortunately, we can't play our Heavy Blade in this situation. We'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. We have 1 more Heavy Blade. Yeah, please draw that. I know it's not necessarily the most... Oh, thank you. That could have gone worse, considering that was our least ideal elite fight. That's too much. I'll take a clothesline, but it's too much on the Heavy Blades. On the Inflames, I should say. So, who's our boss? Okay. Definitely do not mind Shrug It Off. Don't mind removing a basic. And let's move along. That's just a staggering amount of damage. We're still taking 7. That's bad, dude. Heavy Blade plus Pen Nib plus some strength gain. It feels really nice. Thank you. You know what? 13. Are we going to get there? Might as well cut one of you out of the equation. But we got to play attacks to get there. And that's kind of the issue right now. So Heavy Blade is, of course, extremely nice. And now we got the things working out in our favor. It's all good. But for a bit there, it looked a little spotty. You're a problem, consistently. I do like an Inflame. I don't dislike an Inflame. Let's get that out there. We haven't added too many cards, and I can't tell if that's part of the problem or part of the solution. Or as Coldplay said, am I part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? I'll say, this will literally just kill you. Thank God. Against the Guardian, Dex is good, but Liquid Bronze is also a lot of damage. I super think another Heavy Blade is actually what we want. And you know what? Transform a basic defend. I like it. And I think we'll probably go for the uppercut then over the Heavy Blade. We got a lot of expensive attacks. This is a perfect setup to pivot into a Snecko Eye later. Might as well. We need our Inflames to get out there early. You're an issue, brother. Let me just tell you. Choose one of these 19. We got to do it like this. And then honestly, just shrug. Protect yourself as best you can. We got Pen Nib available, but not necessarily immediately useful. Hold on. Okay, definitely like this. And I don't even think you play your Battle Trance yet. I think you just smack them. And then get ready for your next turn, because you got 0 energy anyway. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. I think it's worth it to hurt him and make him weak a little longer. Yeah, we take 3 damage, but we hurt him real good. Taking 4 right now. Taking 8, but he's vulnerable and weak. This is where you really want to draw that other Heavy Blade. We did. It's enough to flip him over. Just making sure Pen Nib wasn't getting called. Okay, so I do think we have him. It's closer than I'd like it to be. The question, what are we drawing next turn? 8 block. You know he's going to do what? He does 16 damage if he's not weak. So if we hit him, we'll take 2. We'll be at 13. But will a second Heavy Blade kill him? 39 plus the... I think you roll it. It's close though. We live, and we could have played this differently, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day because we're getting the same amount of HP when we leave here. With the strength that we have, I mean, Reaper is super tempting, but so an upgraded Limit Break is more valuable, I think. And we really, really needed energy. Without energy, I think we gotta go Burning Blood, but we really need energy quickly. We need energy driving cards, at least. I was hoping so much for a Snecko Eye. We want question marks all the way up. It's a real problem. Like a genuine problem. Like these guys are going to be an issue. I do appreciate the Limit Break. I don't want that to fall on deaf ears. But these guys are they're gonna hit the crap out of me. They already have. Well, either way, we're taking 6 damage off. It's very disheartening. I'm like, I know I'm not above. What's the word I'm looking? I'm not blameless. When it comes to, you know, losing on A20, potentially yet again. I told you, it's not a very good fight right now. We gotta kill you, but... Still leaves us taking 11 damage right to the face. From a weakened enemy. It's just so disheartening when you... 25, I think we're living with 2 HP? No, we're losing by 3 HP. So disheartening when you kill the boss and then you just don't get an energy relic. You're like, when I've gotten the energy relics, I've lost most of the time. To not get an energy relic is like the kiss of death. But you know what's not the kiss of death? Oh, I love that. This path right here is very juicy. Was not the kiss of death. I'll take 8. That's completely acceptable in my worldview. What's not unacceptable is getting Bag of Prep as a common relic. You think of common relics, I tend to think of garbage. This one is like... It's adequate. Use your brain. Cleave is better to start with for AoE, I think. At the end of the day, all I can ever do is give you my thinks. And I think Cleave is the card we want here. I don't know. If you play that out with a different card, do we still get here? I think we probably do, but that doesn't mean it's not the right call. Take a pommel. We might need to draw. Give me the gold. Want to make sure our first shot would be worthwhile. I will remove a card. We've added a few too many. Well, we've added 2 attacks. Let's take out 1 garbage attack. Our deck becomes disproportionately better as a result. I can already tell you this is going to be fine. Just from our early draw, we probably got him next turn. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I think you take nothing, but I'm going to take a power through because, to be honest, nothing hasn't worked for us historically. And if we're going to be fighting elites, I would really, really rather get some kind of decent wound going on in our deck. Or decent block. The wound is secondary. As he has awakened. We'll do this. I don't think we need to pop energy just to take advantage of that. We'll just wait it out. Hope we draw Bash again, honestly. We did indeed. Don't love getting hit for 20, but you accept 1 or 2 of those as the cost of doing business. Still got to punch through. Don't think you pop your energy potion yet to save 5 damage and hurt him just a little bit more. So now, 30 damage to him. Much harder to accomplish. Think you just keep hedging your bets. You got him next turn. It's not a perfect fight, but it honestly could have been a lot worse. So we're looking for an evolve to add. Of course, Incense Burner is actually really good, and a Flame Barrier is an extremely solid pickup. If we're going to live, we pretty much have to rest, even though Flame Barrier is a great upgrade target. Shovel is interesting, but I might underrate it. I thought I'd stop shy of saying, you know, Shovel is interesting, but I'm never going to use it for reasons. Go ahead and hit me for 1. Get caught in the process. 37. 47 HP, sorry. You know what? It really depends on whether or not you weaken me. This might be a good turn to, like, bash, pommel. Bring out this energy potion. Smack him 2 more times. 2 enemies with 18 HP is still, it's not amazing. Especially, you know, given where we're at in the game, it's ruthless. It's alright. We're going to be at a decent spot, although we did lose our intangibility. We're going to be at a decent spot for the elite. Depends what elite it is, I suppose. We'll just go straight for an Iron Wave here. We do have Cleave. That's the nicest thing I could say about this. These guys are just annoying to begin with. You know, another nice thing we could say about this is that it's not really a great time to pop an energy potion. Or an ancient potion, which means we could easily save it for the boss. Okay, so this is a great turn for this, and we could either do 10 damage or 11. Let's do 11 also gives us block. So you know, power through, it is a negative. I think you do it like this. Take 5 to avoid the dazes being added to your deck. Power through is a negative. It compounds the, you know, deck filling aspect that this fight's already real nasty about. Can lead to a situation like this. Who knows? That could have been a defend, or it could have been power through again. But if we can get the obvious 10 out of 10. If you hit me for 1, I do not care. The obvious 10 out of 10 is if we can get medical kits so we can play the wounds, then it's not that big of a deal. And it's even less of a big deal maybe if we can get evolve. Could have been worse, for sure. I really like Combust. I think I'm going to take it just as kind of like a safeguard against some of the annoying enemies on the next floor. Now, I've learned whatever I say goes here, so why don't you just give me full heal? Created my own prison. Yikes. Yikes. You're gonna be strong next turn. You know, I'm okay with it. Get this out there. We're fighting the Hexaghost. That's a merciful thing, because we don't need to rest. Honestly, straight up, go ahead, hit me for 2. It's irrelevant. We don't need to rest. You're dead next turn. Oh, that was the damage from decay. That's twice as much damage as we took from the enemy. That's scary. I'm just joking. I did want the headbutt. Couldn't take it before because the combust was there, but now I got the combust, so I'll take that headbutt. You get the general idea. Really does well against the louses. You know, like the Chappelle Show sketch game louses. We keep bringing flame barriers back. Not a whole heck of a lot they're gonna do. So you're already dead. Just do it like this. Play it real slow. Yes, it does compromise our maximum HP, whatever. We're also probably on like the wrong side of the intangibility equation here, but I'm not gonna stall this guy for 3 more turns. We could really use a good attack, honestly. I am actually going to take it, and I'll tell you why. I'm taking it, because I think if I don't take it, we're dead. So, in terms of upgrades, Flame Barrier does get a lot better. But I think, let's go for relics, just to swing for the fences, right? Start every fight with the Combust in hand, for reasons. Probably not going to be hitting him too hard on the next turn, but it's still probably your best option. We're on 1 heck of a clock. That's good. He's doing 12 damage. Oh, that's where you want to be. Okay, we got more than expected. I can never remember statistically where you cause me problems. You don't give me, like, vulnerables. You just give me burns. Another reason we'd very much like to have evolve right now. Hemokinesis is out here for like a, you know, if you got no other options, you got Hemokinesis plus Bash to put maximum damage out on the field. It'll be close. I think it'll be real close. Start here. I mean, this next turn is for all the money, so I'm pretty sure if this doesn't work. Yeah, okay, well, an attempt was made. For now, I apologize. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Episode a great deal, of course. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Whoops.